So this morning, as I was coming back from the gym and talking to my wife, we were discussing about how we were really both frustrated and heartbroken, seeing some people saying even more hurtful things and dismissing other people's points of view. And I started to create this, I don't know, to me it felt fairly poetic piece. So I'm going to share with you that today. I'm mad at you, Jesus. I'm mad that you called me to lead, that you called me into this life of a Christian that had seemed redemptive and sometimes easy. And for many years and many times, it was easy to be a Christian. It was easy to be a leader. It was easy to stand in the midst of little victories. But right now, it's not. I'm mad at you, Jesus. Right now, with fear and pain, with sorrow and suffering, going from COVID fears to economic distress, to racial tension, anger, and hatred. It's not easy. Now it's painful and confusing. There are so many people who are hurting and afraid right now. And we aren't even willing to admit our own fears. We're not willing to admit our own vulnerabilities. No one's listening to each other. Even the most basic love your neighbor seems like a revolutionary political statement when it was the central thesis for everything you taught us. And because of that, I'm mad at you, Jesus. Everyone's afraid. Everyone's hurting. Black friends, LGBT sisters and brothers, police families, Hispanic, white, everyone has something that they're afraid of, and we can't even listen to one another because we're so worried about what tomorrow will bring. And we want to make the ones that we disagree with our enemies. We want to make our next post one that would wipe the slate, stop the dissent, make those people go away. But Jesus, you commanded us to love our neighbors. Then when people asked, you commanded us to love our enemies. You went so far as to command us to wish blessings upon that. And right now, that is one of the hardest things I've ever been asked to do. Because with the gift of technology and the gift of sharing things on social media, we find out that there is always something we disagree with in the person we see across from us, the person's whose status, photos, or tweets we notice. And I'm mad, Jesus. But you died for me. You lived for me. You showed me how to live. You set me free of my brokenness and continued to do so. Your great love is for all of us. And so even though I'm mad at you, Jesus, for making this so hard some days, couldn't be as simple as love your family and hate your enemies. So Jesus, even as I'm mad, in these hard times when we're in this broken world, help us to love one another. Teach us to see everyone as you do, with grace and compassion, love and mercy. And P.S., Lord, whoever said following you would be easy was a fool. Help us. Help me, that we would love.